Welcome to today's Crosspoint Devotion. I hope you're having a great week. Again, let me encourage you to go to John chapter 1, verses 1 through 18 and be reading through that on your own, because all of the devotions that we're currently doing are tied to that passage, and that would give you a great chance to read that passage and then take these devotions and set it beside the passage to be reminded of some key features. I mentioned to you in the last devotion, that John 1, verses 1 through 18 is really significant because it lays the foundation of who Jesus is. We know he became our Savior when he died on the cross, but who is he? And last time we talked about the omni of God being omnipotent. God is omnipotent. He's all-powerful. Today I want to talk about his omnipresence. He is all-present. He's present through all time. Now, one of the hard features of our lives is that we live in a time and space continuum where everything we look at, in time at least, is based on past, present, or future. So yesterday, I ate a piece of leftover chicken for lunch. I was in the past. Well, today I hope to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, and maybe tomorrow I can have some catfish for lunch. And so everything that we talk about in our lives is always based on past, present, or future. But when it comes to God, he's above time. He is the great I am. When Moses came to him at the burning bush, and Moses said, "Who am I to tell the people you are?" God spoke through the burning bush and said, "I am who I am," because God is above time. He didn't say, "I was yesterday, and I am today, and then I'll be somebody different tomorrow." He said, "I am." And that's why Hebrews is so important for us to understand. He is the same yesterday, today, and he will be tomorrow because he's above time. And we get a taste of that in John chapter 1, that he's omnipresent. He's above time. And here's how John expressed that. It says in John chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And then verse 2 restates that. "He was with God in the beginning. All things were created through him, and apart from him, not one thing was created that had been created." And so that set of verses reminds us that God in Jesus Christ has been there since before time began, and he's also going to be there beyond time when it ends. Let me go to John chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. "The Word became flesh. God became flesh for us and dwelt among us. We have observed his glory, the glory of the one and only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John testified concerning him and exclaimed, 'This is the one of whom I said, the one coming after me ranks ahead of me.' Why? Because he existed before me." Jesus Christ, our Savior, is above and beyond both ends of the time spectrum that we have, past, present, future. He is beyond all of that. He has been around forever. Why is that important to us today? Why should we know about his omnipresence, that he goes beyond time? When you want to know about what life is really about, the real meaning of life, you want to talk to the one who's been around the longest, because that person understands it best. And so when you talk to Jesus about life, since he's existed before our past, present time continuum began, and he's going to exist beyond the future, he knows everything about life. And so sometimes we're turning to the wrong sources to find the meaning of life. And I want to encourage you today to turn to the one who's all present. He's above and beyond time because he knows the most about time. And he knows the most about your life. And he knows the most about my life. And so I hope you'll turn to him and find what the real meaning of life is. And it's about putting our faith in Jesus and living for him and glorifying his name for all the days that he gives us on the earth. And I hope that'll encourage you to live for him today, in the day that you've been given. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, because it's his day. And I hope that'll encourage you. Well, we hope you'll come back and join us for the next Crosspoint Devotion. Have a great week.